muskrat hunting mink for you.
My name's Joseph Carter, and I am the Mink Man.
I've been an animal lover my entire life. I grew up training cattle dogs and cow horses with my grandfather, and I was an avid falconer in my teens and early 20s. When I was a senior in high school, I started learning about the American mink. I was told that mink were horrible, vicious little animals who were impossible to tame. Challenge accepted. I've been in love with mink ever since, and have devoted the last 14 years of my life to learning about this marvelous little predator. I get mink from fur farms and give them a new life. In this new life, my mink live as naturally as possible, even hunting for their dinner the way a wild mink would.
So come join me on my adventures as we learn more about this intense little predator, the amazing American mink.
Playing now on my Vimeo channel, we show Boss catching his second raccoon. Videos like this will not appear on YouTube and are only available on my Vimeo channel. Subscribe now and don't miss out.
So this spot looks good as far as muskrat sign. These holes look very active. There should be one. However, if you look at the depth of the water, it's actually pretty deep for a mink to be catching a muskrat. The spot's pretty good at taking muskrats in deeper water, so we'll see if he's this good. This will be a bit of a challenge for him, I would expect. There he comes. Ooh, that's a big one. There's a couple. They're big ones. See, look, he came up, he wanted to fight him, and then he saw us. They want to fight. Those guys are big, mean, and they know they can fight. No, they're both this way. One's farther up, the one's right here.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Here, right here. I see him. Look in the water. You see? Oh, there's both. Man, these are big old boys.
Is there one right there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
One up here, one right over here.
Huh.
Oh, he's looking for him. There's one. It's going in the hole. They're both going in the same hole. They both went right in that same hole. Good job, Spot. There's one, there's two. He wants to fight him. Look at that. Oh. That was a mistake. Oh, he just goes in there. He doesn't know he's... Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Oh, he missed it. He lost it. You see the other one?
Following him. One of them's in the branch.
They're both hiding in the branches. One went under. They're both under. Just, I only saw the one. Oh, the other one's right there.
Oh, I see it.
He's stuck under there. That Spot's on him. Did you get him?
Yeah.
Oh, I got him. Good job, Spot. Boy, you got him. That's a muskrat hunting mink for you. That was pretty cool. I wonder if we could get that second or if he's gone. I think he's underneath the branch, so he is. Yeah. Okay, go see if you can find him, David, and we'll let him dispatch this. Yeah, go see if you can find the other one with David. Go find it. Wow, that was cool.
That is a really cool hunt.
He's going up in that bush. Oh, they've got ducks up there.
Oh, crap.
Did you go out by yourself?
I'm going back down.
gonna check this hole. Yeah, I don't.
On the phone.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's right behind him.
he's up this way, right?
Yeah.
No, sweetheart. Come on, Daddy.
From our bird's eye view, it can often seem strange that the mink can't see the muskrat.
Right here.
If you consider the mink's point of view, being so close to the ground makes it very difficult to see something that with our bird's eye view is very clear and obvious. Try laying on your belly sometime and see how difficult it is to see things when you are super close to the ground, compared to when you're standing upright. Even a medium-sized rock or small tuft of grass can completely block your view when you're only a couple inches off the ground.
Oh, he's just going right past him.
Sometimes people wonder why the mink occasionally gets really close to catching the muskrat, but then seems to let it go. You have to remember that catching the muskrat is only half the battle. The mink has to not only catch it, but also do so without being injured by the muskrat's dagger-like teeth. If the mink just dives in without being careful, it runs the very real risk of being seriously injured by the muskrat. Over the last 7 years of hunting muskrats with mink, I have been fortunate that none of my mink have ever received anything but a very minor injury.
Good job. 2 in a row. Good job. Good job.
The reason mink are so good at hunting animals as dangerous and aggressive as muskrats is because they are both shockingly brave, but at the same time surprisingly careful.
Good job. Good job. 2 in a row. We'll call that a day. That was a good job. Good job, big man. Oh, Spot. He's a muskrat slaying fool. Good job. Okay, stand up. There you go. We got it. Oh, is it a big, heavy one? Is it too heavy? Oh, you got yuppies. Oh, yeah. Should we go play in the mud? Do you want to go play in the mud? Yeah, we got another one. A muskrat. Yeah, look at all the muskrats. Wow. Another one. Okay, let's give him his meal. Oh man, that was awesome, guys. Okay. So, we traditionally believe that mink wouldn't take muskrats in the water, but I'm learning this year it's female mink who won't take them in the water, because Mr. Spot and his brother Bear and Brock will all take them in the water, and Spot is the best at it. He'll take them floating right out in the deep water. So now I've learned it's a female mink thing, and I'm sure some males as well, more timid males. So it's really interesting. I'm learning every year. Olive, sweetheart, come my daddy. Come see my daddy.
I know she grabs you.
So I'm learning every year, you know, you think you've got it figured out, and then the next year you find out you didn't have a clue last year. And that's what's fun about this. Every single year, I learn something breakthrough. Not just like a little piece here, a little piece there, like something that I'm like, wow, that's totally new. I had no idea. So that's what's so fun and exciting about animals, is there's always something new to learn. And they're good at making fools of you. You say one thing one year, and the next year you have to take your words back. Oh, I was so wrong. Sorry, guys. Let's give him his dinner. I'm sure he's ready for it. Here you go, big guy. Oh, here you go. I'm giving you your breakfast. Yeah, sweetheart. Wow, that's a big one. You want to go play in the water? Wow, it's pretty deep, huh? Where do you want to go? Go this way? Okay, come on. Let's catch the muskrats all up. Come on, get them. Get them. Whoa. Careful, don't trip. No, uno, dos, tres. It's uno, dos, tres. Tres, not cinco, tres. So, uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, the uno, dos, cinco, seis.
No, not uno, dos, cinco, seis. Uno, say it, say uno,
Uno,
dos,
dos,
tres.
tres.
Good job! Yeah, you did it!
The uno, dos, cinco, seis.
This is the first one we caught with Midnight. This is the second one we caught with Spot, and this is the last one we caught with Spot. This one's a monster. I'm really excited to get it home and weigh it, see how big it is. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you had as much fun as we did. We'll show you more next time.